Last time on Crystal Lee's Chance. I'm moving to Philadelphia. I'm moving to the city. Finally, it's happening. I am on my way to the post office to get a certified check for my apartment. Guess where I'm going? Guess what I'm doing? Guess, just guess. If you guess, giving my week's notice, my 30-day plus notice to this apartment complex, you would guess correctly. I want to take you on this journey, adventure, and just evolution into a new life, a new living environment.
This is me, I'm so royal, and you all wanna be round.
Hi, it's the first day of packing day, and I'm starting in my room. I'm starting in the inner parts of my apartment and going outwards, and I'm starting with my room. Do we want to do a before and after? Because it's looking a little messy. I did laundry a few days ago. I did not make my bed after that, so I've been sleeping on a mattress with no sheets. Leave me alone. This is what I've become, and I've decided it's okay. I'm okay with it. For the most part, I'm really just taking minimal things with me. Like my bed is not even coming. This artwork that I've had here for years is not coming with me. I'm going to focus on my spiritual corner and then my clothes, and then simultaneously getting rid of the things I don't want to, switching out the winter to the summer so I can pack up the winter stuff and have some cooler items to wear, or hotter items to wear, whatever. And then start moving the things that I'm going to give away into the living room. So with that being said, let's start with the spiritual corner, shall we? I don't necessarily have like a playlist to play for moving, so let's see if I can find a moving playlist. I'm kidding. I think I'm just gonna do the soul mix that that Spotify has made for me. So let's go.
Now I got some peace of mind, and I'm not gonna waste my time. Can't believe that I was so blind. All I want is to press rewind, but I'm gonna be just fine. Honestly, I don't care what you think about me breaking free from everything we were. And it's all because of you. Did you think I'd forget it? All because of you. It'll be clearer in a second. All because of you. All because of you.
I'm trying to make sure that when I'm packing a box, it's fully packed and I'm not saving anything for later, because I want them to be fully complete when I'm packing them, and that's why I'm starting from my room. So this one I'm closing, and I think I got everything I needed to get. There's not a bug, right? There's not a bug? No. Okay, that's just my tripod. But yeah, my goal is to basically not to pack a box if it's, like, don't pack a box if it's not going to be a complete box while I'm packing it. It helps better. I want to make sure that I have everything in the box before I close it up. Yo, the first box is done. The first box is done. So next thing I'm doing are the clothes. I've recently washed clothes, and I'm going to be transferring out winter clothes with summer clothes, and the winter clothes will be packed away. I do sleep and like to be in sweaters, but for the ones I'm not going to be wearing any other time, I'm going to donate it. Can you tell that I have trust issues even with a box? Making sure the shit don't get out on me.
Yeah, you made a big mistake that you will realize someday. By then it'll be too late, 'cause I know that it's all just fake, but I'm gonna be okay. Honestly, I don't care what.
Understand that it's probably better if I keep them on the hanger and put it in here, but that's not what I want to do. That's not where I see myself doing right now. Yeah. So this is my old powerlifting onesie, and I was at brunch yesterday, and I was at brunch yesterday, and I remember I was like struggling to pick up the plate. I guess because I didn't have balance in my hand, but I really want to. Man, I used to be able to deadlift 400 pounds. That was only a couple of years ago, and I have not done that in forever, and I haven't powerlifted in forever. But I love looking at this because it reminded me that there was a time where I was a physically strong bitch. Now I'm just a spiritually and mentally strong person. But the fact that I was able to deadlift 400 pounds and squat over 350 and deadlift over, I think, 150, which is a lot for me, is amazing. And if I can do that, I could pretty much do anything. And honestly, I can't wait till I actually get back in the gym and actually start lifting and feel that power again. But I'm in a different phase of my life, and that's okay.
Say about me breaking free from everything we were. And it's all because of you. Did you think I'd forget it? All because of you. It'll be clearer in a second. All because of you.
So I have this business suit that I usually use to interview in, but it hasn't fit me in a while. It hasn't fit me almost ever. So I want to give this away. I'm going to give it away, but I'm also giving it away with intention that somebody who needs it finds it, and this being the sign that I no longer want to interview for corporate jobs. That's my intention. I'm going with it. Hopefully somebody finds really good use of it.
All because of you. Now I've got peace of mind, 'cause I'm leaving you behind. I don't know about you. You were just a waste of time, but I'm gonna be just fine. I don't know about you, and it's all because of you. Did you think I'd forget it? All because of you. It'll be clearer in a second. All because of you. All because of you. And it's all because of you. Did you think I'd forget it? All because of you. It'll be clearer in a second. All because of you. All because of you.
Oh my god, you scared me. I was like, oh my god, that's my God. Thank you so much. Have a good day. You too. So I think the last clip that I showed was last Tuesday, and today is next Tuesday for me. It's just another scene for you. And all I've done so far on my moving journey is pack my bedroom and then put all of the clothes and other things that I'm giving away in my trunk. I know I said that I was going to drop things off on Thursdays. Did not happen. Here's why it didn't happen. From Monday to Sunday even, I want to say from Wednesday to Sunday, I felt really low, like extremely low. Like I was afraid. I was petrified. Just kidding, stop it, I'm serious. I felt so scared and confused and like lost, because I was like going over my finances, going over what I had to do for my business, for moving, my family trip with my sister, mom, and kids. And what else was I thinking about? Yeah, the launch or whatever. And then it was also mixed with excitement of what's to come, but it turned into fear and just scaredness. It turned into fear, because I was sitting there, I was like, I don't know what to do. And when I say don't know what to do, I knew what I had to do. It was the fact that like everything is happening so fast, and I was afraid that I was making a mistake. Though for the past year that I have been having this channel, I have voiced my my grievances with this place. I've voiced how I don't want to be here anymore, and how I don't like the environment, and I've been voicing how I want to move to this city. And this is such a fucking stupid ass turn. And I'm pretty sure I'm getting Chipotle, by the way. Me turning at Chipotle, this middle lane, the turning lane, whether you're turning left or right, I feel like it's so fucked up, because I'm pretty sure I got into this lane and then it ruined somebody else turning into their exit. And like, not that I care to a big extent of that, it's just the makeup of this is stupid. Anyway, moving on. Although I voiced my opinion of not liking the environment, I pretty much was like, yo, just basic doubt of something new and fear of something new. I was just like, am I even doing the right thing? Sir, this is the shit I'm talking about. You let me go? You let me go? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah. Don't know why I kissed them. I was feeling happy. But I'm also getting Chipotle. I didn't order yet, so I'll be ordering while I'm updating you what's happening. I was just afraid that I wasn't going to make it, basically. And I'll tell you this. They're moving from my family house to living on my own for the past 4 years has come with so many lessons, and then so many hardships as well. One of those hardships was not making us enough money to keep up the lifestyle that I had, and the lifestyle was just bills, paying rent, car, what are the other bills? I had my own phone, insurance, what else was I paying for? Life, because I was traveling. I had to get like work clothes, because when I moved out I was junior year of college, and then I was working as a waitress, and then fast forward a year, senior year, I had 2 jobs. I had a co-op that was paid, and then I had waitressing full-time, and both of those were clocking 40 hours a week. So I was working 80 hours a week and going to school full time. And on top of all that stress, I had to stress about like my family and thinking that I don't care about them, because I was in the midst of all this stressful things, like school, work, and living on my own. And it seemed like no one cared to ask, and I didn't care to tell them, because I knew they didn't care, because I felt like all they cared about were me helping them out with either my sister and her kids, or my mom and her bills, whatever. For my mental health, and then for my own in general sanity, I moved out. So that was happening, and there were times that I did not have enough money to eat. And I remember I just used to always live off of food from whatever event we had at work, hoping somebody would bring something in to snack on. I'll just like save some for myself, or just eat a whole bunch at work and then not eat at home, or taking $5 and going to Aldi and getting one little packet of ground turkey, pasta sauce, and then pasta, and making pasta for like a few days and just having that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I remember doing that all the time, well, when I had to, and it was just ridiculously horrific. And I never asked for help because I watched my mom and everyone else ask for help, and then it just seemed like it was a burden, and so I didn't want to be a burden on anyone else, and I also didn't want to complain about people not helping me. So to ask for help and not get it, I didn't want to complain about that. So I just didn't ask at all because I didn't want to hear a no, and so I just did everything on my own. And so with this moving, I still have to pay rent for this place, first month's rent for my next place, and then a security deposit, which is way over my monthly income as of right now, because obviously paying rent for 2 places is ridiculous in that transition. And I got really scared. I was like, I was fearing if I'm making the wrong decision, because that feeling that I felt at $5 and eating pasta for 3 days was the same feeling. I was like, I don't want to go into this new chapter in my life and end up repeating the same cycle. And that just took me out for so many days. And it was that on top of everything else that I was working through, because I still had to work my actual 9-to-5 job, and I still wanted to work on my business and make sure I was trying to upload to YouTube and just working on all the things that I was working on. Like, I never want to ever get to the point of complete shutdown, because there's so many things that I have to do and want to do that completely shutting down, I just feel like is not an option for me. But that's kind of what happened. And on Friday I called out of work because I was physically sick. I felt physically ill, and then I also felt mentally ill, and I couldn't even motivate myself to get to the computer to turn it on and fake work. Like fake work meaning like open up a file, document something here or there, send emails, like do the bare minimum. I couldn't even do that, and so I took a day off Friday and I laid in bed almost all day. Saturday I did some work because I wanted to really assemble my products for the product photo shoot that I wanted to. But all that, I was just like, I don't want to repeat that same event of me not having enough, and me being the spiritual person that I am, and really looking at the universe and doing shadow work and is doing like inner work to make sure like I am growing and I'm not coming from a place of trauma and all that stuff. I realized that I was coming from a place of lack because I was so afraid to be back in that place of only having $5 that I hoarded, and I had the mentality to hoard and get as much money and make as much money as I can without really telling myself that I deserve it. I was more like afraid to lose it. So even though I was paying for all these things like bills and sometimes personal things, I was always hesitant to actually let myself enjoy those things. And I had a psychic reading a few weeks ago that I talked about in a previous vlog, where I was saying how financial freedom is my goal, but to have financial freedom, you have to open up your mind to not have lack. Meaning, if I want more money to come in, that means I have to release more money with love. I have to spend with love. So when I'm spending on my bills, I'm like, I'm doing this because I love my phone. I'm doing this because I love having a car to get me places. I pay rent because I love having a roof over my head. Like, that's what you mean, like spending it in love, and not like hitting pay and then crying afterwards, but that's still lack. I hope this is all making sense, but like that's my update and why I pretty much haven't packed anything and haven't really done much, because I was so and I was just so stuck in that rut, and I was just like, please, I need help. I don't know what to do. I don't know if this is the right choice for me. And at the end of the day, like, I worked through it, and I'm still working through it, but it was tough because I was just so afraid that I'm going to end up back where I am. But I had to realize I had to change my mindset when it comes to money and spending and receiving money. And I also had to change my perspective of who I am. I'm no longer that girl who had to work really hard to pay for her bills. I pay for my bills so easily. right now I'm just afraid that like something weird will happen and it'll bring me right back to not being able to do that anymore. And it was fear of the what if and not the gratitude of the what's now, if that makes sense. So all that just to say, like, it's been a rough ride, and to think that it's just all that I've wanted, but as soon as it's like moving and getting out of that place is all that I have wanted for the past like few years, well, couple years, the past other couple years has been okay. The pandemic, I won't say pandemic, like a little pre-pandemic to now, I just wanted to move out of that place, and then it was finally in my grasp, and like I was afraid, which is so mind-boggling, because it's like there was that just means there was something in me that didn't think that I could get it. Because like if you want a ball and the ball's in front of you, you should be happy that you got that ball. But for me, it was like, I have the ball. Is this the right ball? Should I have gotten a different ball? Do I even need this ball? What if I get the ball and everything goes wrong? It's like, I wanted this for so long and I got it, and now I'm telling myself that I don't deserve it, that it's the wrong choice. And that another lesson is just like, it's like sometimes you can only block your blessings by doubting the blessing in front of you.
Remember those days, those L's, I couldn't sleep right now. I get paid, vacay, I'm staying B-side. Breaking the blues over steak, I gotta eat right. You could be my peace sign. I don't need that energy around me. I just need sun, you're so cloudy. I wake up good, you're so grouchy. Please get from around me. When the truth don't work, you start telling lies. Thought you were down to ride, you weren't down to ride. Caught switching, you were picking sides. Don't blink, caught slipping like a slip and slide. I was shooting dice till I got a nosebleed. Money on the floor, can't get cold feet. Took an L, should've put it in the offering. Lord, forgive me for my sins, don't know of me. Scary thoughts, I got scary thoughts. Lost control, now I'm taking charge. Breaking bills, friends breaking off. You could be.
So essentially the only thing down here right now is my makeup, but I'm going to have at least three more times I have makeup on this month. And so I'm going to keep it out. I'm going to wash my brushes at some point so I can bring all the brushes and stuff in clean. But for right now they're staying there, so that should be the only thing staying down there for now.
Youngest, I'm the dawn. Kiss the ring now. In the scene like G.O.T. Stay awake, don't sleep. Like Jon Snow, get R.I.P. Remember those days, those L's, I couldn't sleep right now. I get paid, vacay, I'm staying B-side. Breaking the blues over steak, I gotta eat right. You could be my peace sign. I don't need that energy around me. I just need sun, you're so cloudy. I wake up good, you're so grouchy. Please get from around me. Just me, myself, and I, my favorite threesome. The cars I drive by, I never lease them. They say if you can't beat them, then you join them. That's no option, I don't join, I always beat them.